The 104th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival is here, and NCWLIFE is your official TV station. It's time for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Today's coverage is brought to you by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington, Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Global Car Care, Kennedy Real Estate Group, and Prestige Senior Living at East Wenatchee. Now, let's go to our broadcast location across from Memorial Park along Orondo Avenue. With 1974 Queen Julie Agens Kuntz, here's NCWLIFE Channel's Eric Granstrom.
Good morning and welcome to Apple Blossom 2023. NCWLIFE Channel is broadcasting live as we bring you the 104th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And today is the broadcast of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, along with Julie Agens Kuntz, our queen from 19, we won't say.
Oh, thank you.
I'm Eric Granstrom here on the NCWLIFE Channel. We have been here all morning long getting ready for the parade. And, Julie, the crowds have just really shown up here today for the final weekend of Apple Blossom.
It's wonderful. Even though for us as participants or observers, it's a little on the just not quite warm, not quite cold is right there, but it's perfect for parade entrance and those band members, so we're happy. And we like the cloud cover for photographs.
Yes, and in fact, speaking of video, you see the first shot there is a beautiful shot right down Memorial Park and Food Row here for and we love this broadcast location. We're calling it our sandbar right across from Memorial Park. It's where the confluence of three streets come together, including Orondo, which is where the parade starts just about, a half mile up from us at Triangle Park, and that'll be coming our way here momentarily. Here you see a shot of Dan Kuntz up above. He's in the man lift, and high above here, taking a look below at across Orondo Avenue and at the gathering of people. Look at all the people here up and down Orondo Avenue. And the thing I love about this, Julie, is that there are families who have been doing this for years and years and years.
Yes, it's such a tradition, and that's what Apple Blossom has tried to always focus on, is this is a family event. And our theme this year is we're all in this together.
And speaking of getting a chance to talk to some people and find out their stories, Grant Olson is also here with us today. He is going to be out roaming around and talking to some folks. In fact, I think Grant's already got some people lined up.
I do, Eric, and great to be here today. The weather, not bad. Last week, 83 degrees. Today will be about 60 throughout the parade, a little bit of a breeze. So, as Julie mentioned, the cloud cover, really perfect parade weather. And we all know there are a lot of proud parents that are here at the Apple Blossom Grand Parade, but I'm with maybe the proudest parents of anyone here, Matt Regan and Adrian Anderson. They are the parents of our Apple Blossom Queen, Scarlett Cron. Guys, great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're so excited to be here.
All right. You have a whole bunch of family here with you. Point some of these guys out and tell us where they came from.
Okay, yeah. Well, we got family that came from all over the state. So down here we have Uncle Steve and Aunt Tammy Callahan came from Puyallup, talking to my niece Ava, who came from Seattle. And then we have Auntie Terry here from Kirkland. And behind her, her kids, Wes and Desi Welch, and their son Tristan is here somewhere. So lots of cousins and stuff. And here's my son Lucian Cron, the brother of the Queen. Oh, here's Tristan.
Fantastic. So it's a family affair here today. So, we talked a little bit earlier. Is this something that Scarlett has thought about even as a little girl, or did this come about maybe when she got a little older?
Oh, she always admired seeing the royalty and thought that would be a super cool thing to do someday, and she always talked about it. Yeah, so it was always kind of on the radar, and I wasn't sure if it would actually happen or if she would still want to pursue it when she was a senior, but here we are.
And what a great group of girls that we have as our royalty this year.
Yeah, they're all really, really nice girls. Super. Yeah, the stories we hear, they're having a good time. They're doing good, yeah.
Well, you guys should be very proud. You have a great daughter, and have a great Apple Blossom.
Thank you. You too. It's a great day.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. I got guys, back to you.
Grant, I couldn't see the name tags they had on. Did it just say Queen Parents or what?
It did. Queen Parents. Yes. That's all you have to say, Eric.
Yeah,
that's right. All you have to say.
That is absolutely right here as we get ready for Parade Day on this Saturday, and our coverage coverage on the NCW Life channel brought to you in part by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington. Their mission is to enhance a person's ability to maintain a life of independence and choice at home. Also by Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, leading provider of organic landscaping supplies for North Central Washington. And, well, you can hear Pat Haley in the background here. Pat is back. He's healthy, and it seems like his voice is in fine form here. One thing, Julie, we should mention that it made its appearance yesterday at the Classy Chassis Parade and is flying above right now, the Miss V-Doll.
Yes, we missed her last weekend, so we're happy to know that she is out and about. So if you venture up, look in the skies and see an airplane flying a little low, and hopefully if you're close enough you can see it's red, it's the Miss V-Doll.
Yeah, so if you aren't aware, that is a replica of the plane in the 1930s that Hugh Herndon and Klein Pangborn flew from Misawa, Japan across the Pacific in a nonstop flight and landed, well, they were supposed to land not here, as a matter of fact. They ended up landing here because of weather and things like that, up on Fancher Heights. There's a memorial marker up there, a little park right there, and that is celebrated every year. In fact, we have the Misawa delegation in the sister city relationship between Misawa and the Wenatchee Valley here in the parade today.
And that's always wonderful to have those representatives of our sister city, and they get shown around. They're like our VIPs, so we're very happy, and we want to give them a big Wenatchee Apple Blossom welcome.
Well, and it made a swoop around the valley, and here comes Miss V-Doll.
Yes.
Down the parade route as we speak, down Orondo Avenue.
Oh,
and it looks like we've got it on film there. And yes, there she is, the Miss V-Doll. We did not have her in the air last weekend, and I was kind of sad to see. I was worried that there might have been some mechanical problems or something like that. Not an easy plane to fly, even though it's a replica. It's still 1930s technology.
Yes, and it's a little windy today, so I'm sure it's a little more turbulent up in the air, but we're glad she's out and about.
Great crowd on hand here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Of course, we'll be celebrating Apple Blossom 2023. Just a reflection of this past week. It all started here a couple of Thursdays ago with a Cheap for a Day program. Of course, food here at Memorial Park, entertainment on the stage. The entertainment has been fantastic. We were here last night setting up after Classy Chassis, and they had some great festive Hispanic music across the way in the park, and it was just booming, and the people were just everywhere.
It's been amazing. I've had a chance to venture into one of the gardens next to entertainment several times, and there have been so many people.
You can say the beer garden.
Well,
that's okay.
I'm trying to set a good example for all my friends, and but it's been amazing, and so we are so blessed. And of course, last weekend was in the 80s. It was quite hot and warm, but like I said, today is actually a perfect day for. You're not going to be too hot. Light sweater, you won't be too cold, so come on out and come join us if you get a chance.
And like we said, we've got, it takes hundreds and hundreds of volunteers to help put Apple Blossom on each year. And again, we got to tip our cap to Darcy Christofferson and to Aaron Boatwright, who are the full-time employees at the festival office here that really organize this whole thing and organize all of the volunteers. And again, we talk about herding cats. That's absolutely the case.
That's what they do. Yes.
Grant is out and about and looks like he's got somebody else to talk to.
I do, Eric, and this is some of my favorite interviews when I'm walking the parade route. It's folks that have seen a lot of Apple Blossom festivals. I'm with Marilyn right now. Marilyn, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
So, I understand you just turned 90 years old.
Yes, on the 18th.
So, you've been to a lot of Apple Blossom festivals and a lot of parades. What's your favorite part of the Apple Blossom Festival?
The horses.
The horses. Fantastic. So, things have changed a lot over the years, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
So, what have you noticed that's the biggest change over the years, do you think, to this festival? Is it the amount of people, the big parades, the food court? What is it?
I would think the floats have changed a lot. I know when I was in high school, we made our own floats with crepe paper, and now they use lots of fancy, pretty things to make the floats just gorgeous.
Well, fantastic. It's so great to have you here, and congratulations on your 90th birthday.
Thank you.
All right, Eric and Julie.
Can you imagine the you talk about the changes, but just the amount of apple blossoms come and go that she has seen over her years.
Well, and way back in the day, which she probably remembers, everything happened in Memorial Park. There was a huge, that's where the Queen was crowned. That was where the festival, kind of was the headquarters. And they had big productions. They would have plays. It was amazing. So if you get a chance to go to the museum at all this weekend, I'm not sure if they're open this weekend, but they have a great apple blossom exhibit, and you can really pick up on all the history of since 1923.
And I love, by the way, if you're watching and you're not familiar with Apple Blossom Festival, the Royal Court is narrowed down in the, over the winter months from, however many apply. We had 33, I think, this year that applied to become part of the top 10 process. And then it's whittled down to 10, and then they have the pageant night. And then after pageant, they select the top 3, a queen and 2 princesses who will reign. But I love the fact that when they get to top 10, some of the education that the girls undergo is going down to the museum and getting that tour and understanding the history of not just the Royal Court, but the history of the festival.
The festival and Wenatchee, and also they learn a lot about our apple industry, which is really important, I think, for them to understand the background of why this festival was started, why Susan Wagner started the Apple Festival in 1923, and look what it has become.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of that recognition of the apple industry, we have Stemilt Growers, of course, as the sponsor of the Grand Parade, which will start here in just a few minutes. And also, we've got Bob Mass with CMI Orchards, who is our Apple Citizen of the Year. We'll talk more about Bob coming up here in a little bit. Grant, again, is getting a chance to talk to some folks. Looks like he's got maybe a youngster. Hey, Grant, do you have somebody else, a willing bystander to talk to us here? Grant probably doesn't have his earpiece in, so we'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait.
You can see he's talking to her. But broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Coldwell Banker Cascade, encouraging you to leave your mark. Coldwell Banker Cascade is guiding you home in North Central Washington. Also by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their #1 priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pick up and drop off available too. Stop by their website at globalcarcare.net. All right, Grant, who do you have standing by here along the parade route as we get ready for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade?
We have a couple of the people here at the parade today, bro.
Nope, looks like Grant's microphone's getting blocked out here. Yep.
So, I don't know what, you're not picking me up over there.
Yeah, we got you now.
No, okay. Rayleigh is 7. How old are you, Trayden?
5.
He's 5. And you were in the parade last weekend, weren't you?
Yeah.
Would you do walk or were you on a float?
Scooter.
Scooter. Was that fun?
Yeah.
So what's your favorite part about the parade?
Walking.
You like to walk? Really? What's your favorite food at the food court?
What's the food court?
Over there where you get the food.
Cotton candy.
She's a character.
Candy.
Cotton candy. That's one of my favorites, too. What a coincidence. Well, you guys have a great time today, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Grant. And, young and old. Everybody enjoys the Apple Blossom Festival and a parade, that's for sure. And now, of course, parades. We have bands in the parade today. That's what I'm looking forward to most.
Yes, I love the bands.
I know you love the bands. You also have a group that's early in the parade today that has been working very hard on a musical here.
Yes, and they are early in the lineup, and those are the people from Music Theater of Wenatchee and Numerica Pack who are performing Shrek. Shrek plays this evening. There is a matinee tomorrow. It may already be close to sold out, so get tickets, and then it runs next Wednesday through Saturday with another matinee performance on Saturday. They've worked so hard. I saw it opening night. It's amazing. It's so funny. It's such a great musical, and I better write down some of the names of the people who are going to be expecting shout-outs when they go by,
and
because I'll forget.
If you've seen Shrek, the cartoon movie, if you will, it's a take on that, definitely. And the characters you'll recognize, and the kids will definitely recognize.
Yes.
But it's a fun spin on the story.
It is, and again, musical, so lots of singing numbers. And I'm taking my granddaughter, the Nugget, tomorrow to the matinee, and I'm looking forward to that. But the characters, it was well cast. I'm just so impressed with what they've done again. It feels really strange to be in the audience and not on stage. But
I'm sure. Well, I can see the front end of our parade coming this direction, Julie. So we're going to take a quick time out and come back. We've got live coverage of the 2023 Apple Blossom Grand Parade, Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, coming up next here on the NCW Life channel.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. At ColdwellBanker.com, you can get an instant estimate on your home, compare cost of living city by city, and learn more about our revolutionary seller's assurance program. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams. At ColdwellBanker.com.
Hi, my car's making a funny noise.
Not a problem. We'll take care of you.
Global Car Care's technicians are ASE Master Techs and well-versed in the more refined methods of vehicular diagnostics.
Number 3 piston and rings have a slight loss of compression, down to 108 pounds. Your transmission is slipping. You're gonna need a service.
Looks like you all set.
These guys? They're good.
Oh, and your spare is flat.
Global Car Care, Wenatchee's top shop.
My name is Anna Marie. I've lived at Prestige here for 6.5 years, and I love it. They just made you feel so welcome. I love my room. I get 3 meals a day, do as I darn well want to. I've loved it ever since I moved in.
Mom's a wonderful, wonderful lady. She deserved the very best, and I got it for her here at Prestige.
NCW Life channel brings you live coverage of the 2023 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Along with Julie Agens Kuntz, I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant Olson is out on our street and has somebody very important that is trying to wrangle cats today. Grant?
Very important is right, Eric. I'm with Brant Madsen, and you're kind of keep everything in order around here, don't you?
I try, for sure.
So what is your official duty?
I'm a parade marshal. And I just try to keep everybody back up and try to, keep the other job is make sure the parade keeps moving at a good pace. So just kind of keep things flowing.
So the Apple Blossom Festival is a whole vibe in itself, isn't it? How long have you been doing this?
Well, parade marshal just a couple of years, but I've been involved with Apple Blossom since probably 2007 in various respects with kids and things like that. So,
well, Brant, it looks like you're about ready to go to work. So thanks for talking to us.
All right. Thank you. Enjoy.
Well, thank you much, Grant. We appreciate that as we get the front end of our Stemilt Growers Grand Parade coming down in front of us now. And leading the way, the Wenatchee Police Department's VIPS program, Volunteer in Police Service. They wanted to thank the volunteers who provide law enforcement support, public safety to our community. Thank you very much for being a part. And then, Julie?
Yes,
of
right
course,
behind
our
them
color guard.
yes, we have American Legion post number 10 color guard. And please stand if you are here with us to honor our U.S. and state flag presented by the American Legion Color Guard. The American Legion was founded in 1919, post-World War I, and is the nation's leading advocate for veterans, a strong national defense, scholarships, patriotic programs, and the American spirit.
As the color guard stops right in front of the courthouse steps here and presents the colors.
When you have veterans in your family, this is always a very moving moment for me.
And we appreciate the Color Guard and the American Legion for all they do and all they have done.
Yes, yes we do.
We've got the Wenatchee Fire Department here as well, as we have Fire District, Chelan County Fire District 1 and Douglas County Fire District 2 combined organizations to become the Regional Fire Authority. Wenatchee Valley Fire Department. Thank you to the Wenatchee Valley Fire Department for your service and for, of course, being part of Apple Blossom every single year.
Yes.
Many of the vehicles that you see in the front part of the parade here, the police and also here with the fire, include the Chief for a Day program participants. That's a wonderful program that was started here several years ago and is kind of now the kickoff.
You know, it really is, and it's always opening day at noon at the Memorial Park, part of entertainment.
Volunteer Search and Rescue.
And we're always happy to have them.
First responder organization, registered charity, and 501c3 nonprofit. From our base of operations.
On your screen now, you should see Chelan County Volunteer Search and Rescue, and they are a volunteer first responder organization, registered charity, and a 501c3 nonprofit. From their base of operations in Wenatchee each year, they respond to dozens of missing injured person calls in the backcountry, wilderness, and recreational areas. Their Service and Rescue Academy starts in April, and you can join now if you're interested.
Looks like we've got things kind of out of order here a little bit. Behind Search and Rescue is Wenatchee Police Department Chief for a Day program. We talked about that. Aiden Andrade was the Wenatchee Police Department's Chief for a Day. Aiden attends Lincoln Elementary, and his class was in full attendance at Memorial Park to cheer him on. This is the 15th year that the Chief for a Day has kicked off Apple Blossom on opening day.
Wow. And right behind them, we have Chelan County Sheriff's Office. And their honor guard and members of the Wenatchee Police Department, Chelan County Sheriff's Office, Douglas County Sheriff's Office, East Wenatchee Police Department, Washington State Patrol, and Chelan County Regional Jail. These men and women and these agencies wear their badges with pride and are honored to serve the citizens of our communities in the great state of Washington.
And on our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel, right behind the Washington State Patrol, we have the Junior Royalty. Excuse me, they're carrying the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade banner. Queen Everly, Princess Avantika, and Princess Ziamora.
Last week they were riding on our junior float. It was so cute to see them, and today they get the honor of actually being the official start of our Grand Parade by carrying that official banner. So good job, girls.
Now, are you a Wenatchee grad or an Eastmont grad?
I'm an Eastmont grad.
You are
But I will tell you the story about why Wenatchee is in front of our float. Depending on what high school our Apple Blossom Queen attends, her band, school band, has the honor of being the honor band. So this is why we are now seeing the Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band coming down the street. Jim Kovac is the band director, assisted by Tim Zanold. Drum majors are Finley Otley, and was a 2023 Top 10 candidate and received the Most Original Speech Award, and Sophie Mason. Their color guard captains are Moises Ferris and Chloe Davidson. Ladies and gentlemen, the Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band.
The Applettes are following the band. Award-winning band, award-winning drill team. I mean,
they're just award-winning.
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody from the Valley, and especially if you're a graduate of Wenatchee High School, you got to feel that tinge of pride.
You do.
Every time you see your marching band from your high school go walking past, especially during the biggest festival in the Northwest.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to jump in here, Eric, because I already have goosebumps. Now making its appearance is our 2023 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival float, and riding on this year's float is Queen Scarlet Crom, Princess Dylan Schmidt, and Princess Natalie Pearson. And escorting our Apple Blossom float are members of the Wenatchee Appellarians. This is a big thrill coming down, I know as a queen, to come down the crest of Orondo Street and see all these people at the courthouse. It's a thrill.
This year's float is Queen Scarlet Crom, Princess Dylan Schmidt, and Princess Natalie Pearson. Escorting the Apple Blossom float are members of the Wenatchee
Okay, Eric,
Appellarians.
I like the miniature Wenatchee sign on the front.
That's good.
That is good.
Last weekend in April and the first weekend
Apple
in
capital of
the
the
world.
Of amazing entertainment, parades, arts and
There's so much that goes into the float process.
Yes, it's as Darcy would say, it's a big doodah.
If you haven't seen the documentary, there's a documentary that talks so much about the royalty process. Much Ado About a Parade is the name of the documentary, produced here locally back when we had the 100th Festival a few years ago. Of course, after our floats, we have top 10 candidates, Rachel Hamilton and Taylor Williams. Rachel, daughter of Chad and Jenny Hamilton, and is a senior at Eastmont High School. Taylor's the daughter of Michelle Bois and Brett Craig, a senior at Wenatchee High School. Rachel and Taylor are riding in a Ford Mustang 2014 GT convertible driven by Eric Rush.
Next, we have top 10 candidate Alicia Bartlett. Alicia is the daughter.
Next on your screen, we have top 10 candidate Alicia Bartlett. Alicia is the daughter of Tim and Deborah Bartlett and is a senior at Eastmont High School. Alicia is the $1,000 Community Involvement Award recipient this year, which was sponsored by the local State Farm agents. Alicia is riding in a 1964 red Corvette Roadster driven by Gary Sparks.
Opportunities and work experience in our community. Alicia is riding in a 1964.
And we get a chance to work with the top 10, and who's going to make it, who's going to be in the top 3. And Alicia, I thought, was maybe one of those that could have been very well in the top 3.
They all did really well.
Following Alicia, we have top 10 candidate Hania Hernandez Mendoza. Hania is the daughter of Armando Mendoza, and Elsie Mendoza is a senior at Eastmont High School. Hana is in the, she won the $1,000 Congeniality Award, sponsored by Hankins Tibbetts Law Firm. Hania is riding in a 2015 Chevy Camaro convertible SS, driven by Heather Williams.
And now on your screen, we have Sophia Kinninger. Sophia is the daughter of Warren Kinninger and Petra Swidlerm, and is a senior at Wenatchee High School. Sophia is the $1,000 Achievement Award winner this year, which was sponsored by Davis Arnell Law Firm. Sophie is riding in a 2015 Volkswagen Red EOS hardtop, driven by Laura Winchester.
Sponsored by Davis Arnell Law Firm.
We should mention, too, they're wearing the dresses that they chose for the top 10.
Yes, they are wearing their pageant dresses.
Gowns, I should say.
Gowns, yes. They're formals.
In a 2015 Volkswagen Red EOS hardtop, driven
And, of course, here we have the royalty chaperones, Adele Haley and Cece Wood. Ladies escort royalty to their appearances all over the Northwest. Adele and Cece are in Kathy Campbell's Volkswagen Beetle. Well, Kathy's driving. It's Adele's Beetle from 2003.
They're a wonderful support to the royalty program and volunteer an entire year of their lives to the festival. I can attest to that. Adele and Cece are being driven by Kathy Campbell. And Adele's 2000.
I'm going to get this next one, Julie.
Okay, thank you.
Because, I'm all about sports.
Yes, you are.
This is our 4A state champion, 195-pounder Evan Burdan, joined by his head coach, Carlos Anabi. This year's Big Nine Coach of the Year, Luis Perez. Congratulations to Evan Burdan, state champion.
And now up on your screen, we have the Eastmont High School Marching Band under the direction of Jane Mitsuyasu and drum majors Pedro Lopez and Peyton Smith. Accompanying them is the Eastmont High School cheer team, coached by Isaiah Sanchez. Dance along with Eastmont as they perform Copacabana by Barry Manilow and I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. And a shout out to the snare drum section. My great nephew Clarky is in there somewhere. There he is.
Here comes our 2023 Director General, Siobhan Fryover.
We're having to compete a little bit with the PA system across the way,
Yes.
and we're losing that battle at times here.
Yes, we
But that's quite all right. After the cheer squad for Eastmont, you recognize this car and these people.
Yes, I do. You're handing off to me. Okay, it is our 2023 Director General, Siobhan Fryover, and her husband, Todd. First man, Todd, I'd like to say. They are being driven in her 1960 Pontiac Firebird convertible. And Siobhan oversees the entire festival board of directors, all of whom spend months planning to bring us this festival each year. When it comes to Apple Blossom Festival, our community in the Wenatchee Valley, we are truly on this together. Good job, Siobhan. Congratulations on a great festival.
And next up is Appalarian Chancellor Matt Smeller and Lady Sarah. Appalarian's the official hosting organization of the Apple Blossom Festival. Also sponsor the Queen's $10,000 scholarship. It's marked 64 years that the Appalarians have been part of the program. Matt and Sarah riding in a 2008 Toyota Solara convertible driven by Dean Johnson.
Sponsors of this Washington State Apple Blossom Grand Parade, Stemilt growers and their founding family, the Mathesons.
Next up, we have coming onto your screen the Stemilt growers, who are the the sponsors for our Grand Parade. Stemilt growers and their founding family. Oh, I'm going to let Eric. We take this because we had to change up to our
4 generations of the founding family are here today by. As I'm trying to enlarge in this script here. The matriarch, Lorraine Matheson. Welcome, Lorraine. West and his family driving a 1967 VW Ladybug, while Father Kyle Matheson and son Tate and the family follow in a Model T. How about that? And look at that. They are full to the brim there. The Mathesons have owned and operated Stemilt since 1964 and have grown apples, pears, and cherries in the Wenatchee Valley since the early 1900s.
Yay. Well, I am happy to be able to announce this next award. This next participant. This is this year's Grand Marshal, Colonel Sarah Droz Babbitt. Is an Eastmont graduate, and she is our Grand Marshal this year. She's a 1996 graduate from Eastmont High School and Washington State University in 2000 with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. She has served in the Air Force for 20. Oh, is Grant going to talk to her?
Grant, go ahead and talk
to
Sarah. The Colonel.
Colonel Babbitt, great to have you here. You know, it's exciting to be the Grand Marshal of the Apple Blossom Festival, but what's it like to actually now be in it?
Oh, it's incredible. I used to watch the parade every year when I grew up here. So to be a part of it and be Grand Marshal, it doesn't get any better than this.
Well, I just want you to know we're all very proud of you and great to have you here.
So much. Thank you.
Thank you, Grant. Appreciate that. That is awesome.
Colonel Droz is headquartered at Peterson Space Force Base in Colorado, and we're honored to have her. She is a very big duda, I will just tell you.
And right behind Colonel Babbitt is the Wenatchee High School Air Force Junior ROTC Color Guard and Squadron. This is the first year of the Wenatchee High School program and the first time these cadets have marched in the Apple Blossom Grand Parade.
We're glad to have them. Coming up next, we have the Sunnyside High School Grizzly Marching Band under the direction of Zachary Pettit, and they're led today by drum major Brandel Ribadolo.
Listen in as they come by.
Earthwise Pet Nutrition Center and Wellness
And of course, we have a loud speaker. Welcome, Sunnyside, and thanks for being part of the Apple Blossom Parade here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. We have Earthwise Pet Nutrition Center and Wellness Spa. If you'd like more information, they're at 212 5th Street next to Garlini's. You can check them out online at earthwisepet.com.
I shop there all the time, and I use their cat groomer. They are awesome.
Their volunteer work and unrelenting commitment to festival and community. Mark and Kathy are
Next on your screen, you see our 2023 Lehman Johnson Award recipients, Mark and Kathy Lewis. They are being honored for all of their volunteer work and their unrelenting commitment to the festival and community. They were riding in Jerry Anderson's 05 Mercedes-Benz CLK 320. Thank you, Mark and Kathy. Truly, they are unsung heroes. They volunteer all the time.
Well, we're finally singing.
And we're finally, yes.
Mark and Kathy are fabulous and just great representatives for the Wenatchee Valley.
Yes.
This is a 1946 Minneapolis Moline tractor Model R driven by Augie Koistra. The creation was built in 1970 out of a 1949 Dodge pickup. It's part of the Columbia Basin Antique Power Club. So thanks to them for being part of our parade here today.
Yes, and coming right behind them is the Sultan High School Marching Band under the direction of Jim Sumter. They are assisted by Emily Suter. Drum majors are Autumn Riding and Sarah Gillespie. The band is proud to be here today performing for you, and they would like to thank the Sultan Music parents for their support. We appreciate them driving all the way over the pass to get here today.
Next up in this pickup truck, towing a, looks like a race car behind. Is this CMI?
It should be CMI.
Okay. Well, it says it's CMI, the American Dream Program, created to show support of military families, veterans, and patriots. CMI works hard hand in hand with retailers to set up meaningful contributions that support local and regional events, as well as national organizations such as Operation Homefront and the Wounded Warrior Project. Oh, well, yeah, I should have seen the stars and stripes on the side of the car. Okay, I got it now. American Dream.
I am looking for our Apple Citizen of the Year, but I'm not seeing him unless he's in the, maybe he's in the car behind the truck.
I think we're behind, yeah.
Okay,
a little flip-flop there.
That's okay.
There you can see the American Dream, honoring our soldiers.
Please welcome Apple Citizen of the Year, Bob Mast. Under Bob's leadership as president, CMI Orchard has grown from 6 to currently 11 warehouses. Bob has served on the board of directors for the Washington State Apple Commission for 8 years. The Voice for All Washington Apple Growers is a trustee and executive committee member for U.S. Apple.
That's a nice truck.
Yeah, beautiful. You see that coming down the road, that's for sure. Next up, we've got Bob Mast, of course, the Apple Citizen of the Year. We were talking about Bob earlier. Under Bob's leadership as president, CMI has gone from 6 warehouses to 11 warehouses. In 2013, CMI sold roughly 11.7 million boxes and over 18 million boxes this coming season. Bob and his wife Sabrina and daughter Haley being driven in Ted Edwards' 1966 Ford Mustang convertible.
And right behind them, we have the Ellensburg High School Marching Band under the direction of Warren Murray. Drum majors are Josephine Chinoper and Carol Ritzenhaller. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. The Ellensburg High School Band is excited to participate in the Apple Blossom Festival Grand Parade.
Once in a while, you'll see a banner come in front of somebody, a Graham Sweepstakes Award, and that is given out here in our pre-parade where they walk around and judge some of the entries. And this one is for Capital Lake Fair, celebrating 66 years of giving back to the community. The theme of the 2023 is Rooted in Tradition. Riding on the float is Queen Dani, Princess Haley, Princess Aurora. The president of Lake Fair is Karen Adams-Griggs, who developed the theme for this year, Walking with the Float, and are dedicated Capitolarians.
Yes,
you have Applearians.
Capitolarians. Seafararians, no, I don't know. The Commodores are for the seafarer.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Welcome to Apple Blossom Festival and the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
Okay, I'm going to get a jump start before our cameras pick up this next entry. There they are. The entry for our music theater of Wenatchee, Shrek the Musical, now performing at the American Performing Arts Center. For the 2023 Apple Blossom Musical, Shrek is the tale of an unlikely hero who finds himself on a life-changing journey alongside a wisecracking donkey and a feisty princess. So a big shout out to Katie, to Alice, and to Maddie, to Laura, to Vern, to Jeff, to all my peeps who are in this production. Break legs tonight.
American Rock Products. With the same great products.
Next up is American Rock Products, the new name with the same great products, Wenatchee Sand and Gravel, serving the Wenatchee Valley with gravel and concrete needs. And boy, with all the growing and all the development and building going on, you got to have a foundation.
Yes, you do.
And here they are in the parade today.
Okay, Eric.
Yes, sir. Grant?
All right. A couple of parade goers here. Tell me your name.
Sue Hankins.
Yvonne Hankins-Holt.
And you guys have been coming to the Apple Blossom Festival a long time. Tell me, you were involved a long time ago, weren't you?
Yep, I actually marched in the parade when I was 12, going to Sterling Junior High School, and I was in the drill team. So, yeah, long time ago.
Well, I've been keeping my eye on you two, and you've been having a great time. You just enjoy this, don't you?
Yeah, I love a parade.
Do you have a favorite part of it?
Actually, the floats, I think, are the best. It's like it's really cool to see everybody's imagination.
Well, fantastic. Have a great day. No problem.
All right, Grant, thank you very much. And, of course, we have our Mayor Frank Kuntz coming down the parade route one more time, officially as our mayor.
Yes, and there he is with the wife, Chrissy, and my great niece, Lily, his granddaughter, who flew in all the way from Nevada to be here in the parade. Okay, you're going to take this next combined entry.
Well, yeah, we're doing it now, right?
Apparently we're doing it now,
all right.
Yes.
So you've got Miss Rodeo Othello Annabelle, who is in front of the pack here. They decided to take the rodeo queens and put them all together, which really makes a lot of sense if you think about it. And then after the Miss Rodeo Othello Annabelle, you have Miss Moses Lake Roundup 2023 Annabelle. So you got Annabelle and Annabelle. Really? Okay, I got that right.
And
then you have the Cooley City Last Stand Rodeo Queen, Kaylee Stump. I think I got all that right.
I think you did.
So there we go.
Beautiful, beautiful horses.
Yes.
And welcome to Apple Blossom.
Yes, and thank you for being part of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Now, that is not part of our the competition that's going on right here with the apple pie, you know, the road apple bingo that's going on.
Good.
It's a horse troop coming up later on. I do know that.
Okay. Right now on your screen, you have Wenatchee Valley College, which is our local community college with campuses in Wenatchee and Omak, educating North Central Washington since 1939. Wenatchee Valley College has over 40 programs, including skilled trade, healthcare, transfer, bachelor's degrees. Visit Wenatchee Valley College on May 25th to celebrate International Day with food, performers, and fun.
And it looks like we're a little bit out of order again here, but that's okay.
That keeps us on our toes.
Yes. Is that Oroville May Fest that's coming? It doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it, and I'm...
Okay. I know we had some dancers expected later in the parade. But I'll just try to read it off of their banner as they go by. The Oreo de Mexico coming down the parade route right now with festive colored costumes here. Hands-on, high demand, it says.
Oh, that's
part of Wenatchee Valley College.
Oh.
So. All right. I got it.
Hey, we're live, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. And here we have the Kellogg High School Marching Band, small mining town in northern Idaho. This is their first large parade, and they're so pumped to be part
that is
of the
so
Stemilt
exciting.
Growers Grand Parade.
Lauren and Princess Aracela and Diana invite you to join them under the sea in Oroville next weekend to celebrate 89 years of tradition with their annual parade.
Love to have the Kellogg High School Marching Band here today.
Welcome to Wenatchee. We're so glad you came. Next up, this next float from Oroville is actually the Golden Apple Award award winner in memory of Ben Fritz. And Queen Lauren and Princesses Araceli and Dina invite you to join them under the sea in Oroville next weekend to celebrate 89 years of tradition with their annual parade.
Oroville, home of the Hornets.
Shirley Crawford has served as mayor of East Wenatchee since 2020.
We appreciate you following us here on the NCW Life channel, and our coverage brought to you in part by Kennedy Real Estate Group. They're more than selling houses, they're building communities. Buying or selling, call the Kennedy Real Estate Group today online at kennedygroup.com.
On your screen now is our City of East Wenatchee Mayor, Shirley Crawford, who has been mayor since January 2020. Before being elected mayor, she served on the City Council and was the Deputy Director of the Wenatchee Valley Chamber of Commerce. Shirley and her husband have 3 children and enjoy camping around the Pacific Northwest. She is being driven by Doug Jones in his 2012 Audi S5 convertible.
Nice car.
Yes.
And thank you, Mayor Crawford, for being part of this Milk Growers Grand Parade. And, of course, related to East Wenatchee, we were talking about earlier with Miss Vidal, the Massawa Sister City Association. Looking forward to being part of, well, they're back again. They've been gone for 3 years because of COVID.
Yes, so we are
and
happy
back again. And, of course, Massawa is sending a delegation to the Wenatchee Valley in September. That's why the theme is Massawa or Bust.
Spokane Interstate Rodeo on September 8th and 9th for 2 nights of action-packed.
We're always happy to have them here.
Okay, Grant, go ahead.
We have the most original cleanup crew. What makes you the most original?
Because we're decorated in flowers, pushing a poop cart, making it smell pretty.
You guys have the unenviable task of doing this. Did they have to talk you into it, or did you volunteer?
No, we really enjoy cleaning poop constantly.
Ask a dumb question, right? Guys, have a great day. Thanks so much.
Well, those are some of the most original answers, too, Grant.
Yes. And we do want to give a shout-out to Miss Spokane Rodeo Queen, who was right before our favorite award-winning poop scooping.
Next up is the inspired beautiful colors of Xochimilco Floating Gardens, celebrating community inclusion. Their theme, Unidos Hacemos la Fuerza, or Strength and Unity, highlights the power of coming together to achieve greater things. Notice I took that one.
Thank you so much, because I'm like, where are you reading that from?
Doodle Paw Ranch enjoys spreading the doodle love to all of those around with their silly, entertaining, and happy doodle puppies. Their small family farm located in Deer
Well, there
Park,
you have some dogs, ladies and gentlemen. This is Doodle Paw Ranch spreading the doodle love to all those around with their silly, entertaining, happy doodle puppies. They're a small family farm located in Deer Park, Washington, raising smart, healthy, lovable puppies to work in service capacity, as well as bringing families together.
Well, it's appropriate that behind the Doodle Paws you have the Husky Band. Yes, Othello High School Husky Marching Band, led by student drum majors Rachel Bates and Jeslyn Valdez. The band will be playing their OAH fight song, and Fall Out Boy's My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark.
Following Othello Marching Band, we have the Royalty Choice Award. Yes, the royalty actually get to choose their favorite float, and this year it was from the Maryville Strawberry Festival, which is going back to basics with their theme, Celebrate the Strawberry. 2023 is their 91st year, and they are excited to debut their brand new float. Their royalty this year include King Leto, Princess Priara, Princess Cadence, and Princess Emma. The Strawberry Festival is the 3rd weekend in June. If you've never been, you need to go. The strawberries are ripe and gorgeous and delicious.
I love that they have a king, too.
Yes.
For their festival the 3rd weekend in June. Marysville Strawberry Festival.
And I should mention that we've got my mother-in-law here who is from Marysville.
Oh, yes.
And so she is probably looking fondly upon her hometown float as they come down the parade route right now.
Sasha S. Fair. Thank you, Sasha, for being our 2023 art print artist. She is driven
There's so much work that goes into the float, and not a lot of credit given to the float driver.
It's hard to see. It's always a challenge, and they are the unsung heroes of those floats.
Jack has been driving our float for a long time.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Coming on your screen now, we have our 2023 art print artist, Sasha Fair. Thank you, Sasha, for being our art print artist. And if you've seen her art print, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's a young lady, teen sitting by an apple tree. It's gorgeous. You can purchase small art prints at the festival booth in the Memorial Park. She has been being driven, yes, by one of our favorite people, Dr. Fred Deal, in his 1912 Model T Ford touring car. It's a staple of our festival.
Next up on your screen is Only 7 Seconds, a nonprofit addressing loneliness by encouraging and empowering individuals and partners to connect with others who matter in their lives. Only 7 seconds. That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. And then our looks like snuck right in there too is Be Kind. Kindness Counts North Central Washington is a grassroots movement with a purpose to inspire, recognize, and contribute acts of kindness wherever they go. They invite you to join them in building kindness everywhere and try a little kindness today.
And we're going to kind of go out to Grant Olson right now. Grant? Hello, Grant.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. We have somebody that maybe the coolest hat that I've seen today. It's Hudson. And Hudson, where'd you get your hat?
At the stands across from the festival.
So what's your favorite part of the parade?
I just like all the floats I like the floats going by to see them, like the trucks and stuff.
I'm with Hudson. I like the floats, but I want that hat, Eric.
You look good in that hat, Grant. It would look good on you. We've got the 2023 Ellensburg Rodeo Royal Court. Queen Alexis, the Ellensburg Rodeo held every Labor Day weekend since 1923. Will run from Friday, September 1st through Monday, September 4th, kicking off with Sawyer Brown on Thursday, August 31st. Tickets are on sale now. You've got the Rodeo Posse as well, led by Captain Aaron, travels the state to promote the Western way of life and the great sport of rodeo, helping them celebrate 100 years of the Ellensburg Rodeo.
I love those horses.
As they travel around the state to promote their Western way of life.
Now, I believe this is part of the derby that's going on. If you bought a ticket for the, I want to say it's bingo, basically, right? It's part of the fundraiser. So we're watching the grid as these horses go by, and if anybody drops at a certain spot, then you could be a winner.
Okay, that's very creative. Very creative. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Parquet Padrinos. These are the multicolored wardrobe.
We have another award winner. The most original specialty unit goes to Parquet Padrinos. They are a folklore group presenting a part of Festival Oaxaqueña, a party full of colors, joy, and union. Their multicolored wardrobe represents the joy that characterizes their culture, while the music invites everyone who listens to enjoy it and to be happy.
Colors like that, Julie, and you hear music like that, how can you not be happy?
You can't. You have to be happy, and you kind of need to move. You want to move.
Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel is brought to you in part by Prestige Senior Living at East Wenatchee. At Prestige, their goal is to provide those they serve with the care and opportunities to allow them to live an active, fulfilling life, from independent and assisted living to memory care and skilled nursing care and rehabilitation. Prestige Senior Living, where they celebrate life at every stage. Well, Julie, I think we got another band coming our way, don't we?
Sure do.
I see a float, too. Now, wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait. Oh, yeah, it's Cashmere.
It's Cashmere. So
Cashmere.
Looks like we put our float in front of the band. So I'm going to start with the Cashmere royalty. Queen Reese, Princess Faith, Princess Naomi. They would like to invite everyone to celebrate Cashmere Founders Day with them on June 24th. Come check out the amazing car show during the day and stick around for the parade. There will be lots of fun activities for everyone. And then following them is the Cashmere High School Bulldog Marching Band. They are currently 51 members strong and will be performing Beatlemania, an arrangement of some best songs from the band. You guessed it, the Beatles.
Okay, Grant's got somebody else.
Okay,
Grant?
let's go to Grant.
Go ahead.
Another very important person. Samuel, giving away water.
Yes, we are. We're giving away water, the living water, so you'll thirst no more. And we are doing this with Calvary Chapel, and we hope that everyone will receive this living water and know that it's Jesus' living water.
Were you here last week when it was in the 80s?
No, I wasn't. I got to be at home on that day.
All right, well, thank you so much, and thank you for your help.
Bless you all. Thank you very much.
All right, Grant, and the Cashmere Marching Band coming right behind you following their float. And hello, ladies. Thanks for being part of the Apple Blossom Festival and the 2023 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Let's listen in to the Cashmere Marching Band. The float, I had a little sound with it, so.
Following the Cashmere Band is Two Rivers Medieval Fair. It's only a week away. Join them May 13th and 14th.
As our camera pans from Cashmere Marching Band, next we have our Two Rivers Medieval Fair, which is only a week away, May 13th and 14th at the Chelan County Expo Center. Go back in time for a weekend of food, kids activities, blacksmith demos, merchants and entertainment, jousting by special guests, the Seattle Knights. If you are into better older times, I don't know if they're better or not, but it sure is fun, and you get to wear costumes, so there's always that.
12th District as our state senator in Olympia.
And here comes Senator Brad Hawkins with wife Shauna and his two boys, Luke and Tyler. Senator Hawkins represents the 12th District at our state senator in Olympia. Welcome to Senator Hawkins, and looks like he's in a BMW. They didn't give us a description of the vehicle.
No, they did not. So
I'm going with a Beamer.
I'm glad you figured that out, Eric. I'll defer to you on the cars.
This is the Penticton Peach Festival. Please welcome Queen Kaylin and Princess Hayden from beautiful
Hello, Senator
Penticton,
Hawkins.
British
Yes.
Columbia. They're here as representatives of the city and of the
We got our friends from up north.
Yes, this is one of the funnest festivals you can ever attend, the Penticton Peach Festival. Please welcome Queen Kaylin, Princess Hayden, and beautiful Penticton, British Columbia. They are here as representatives of the city of the Penticton Peach Festival. The 5-day family-friendly festival runs from August 9th through the 13th. Experience the fun and beauty, the vineyards and lakes of the people of Penticton, Lake Okanagan, and Ogopogo is there, Loch Ness Monster. You have to go find him.
Next is Lowe's Trust. 3 generations and 70 years, Lowe's Trust has been committed to providing the highest quality products to their customers. They're a leader in trust design and manufacturing technology, providing products of unmatched quality, accuracy, and ease of use across the state of Washington.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Eric, did we see that truck last weekend with little kids on it?
I think we did.
I think we did. So.
It was, we talked about somebody's got connections.
Yeah, someone does have connections. Well, I'm going to start reading this now because this is a very important entry coming up. The Washington State Fallen Heroes Project is a tribute to the men and women from Washington State that have made the ultimate sacrifice during military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan since 2002. The project was started by Kim Cole of Spokane Valley after her son, Marine Corporal Daryl Morrison, Morris was killed by an IED in Baghdad, Iraq in January 2007. It is her wish that all of our fallen heroes from Washington State be remembered for their duty to country and sacrifice for our freedom.
I love how everybody is standing as they come by.
This is a very moving entry. The entries consist of the Washington Fallen Heroes Memorial Float covered with the faces of over 350 of the men and women from Washington. These heroes were killed during Operations Iraqi Freedom and Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan and others. And we are very happy to be able to honor them today. Gone but not forgotten.
In a moving tribute to their son and daughter. They followed by their community volunteers of local students, community support groups, sports teams, and military veterans, carrying more banners in a solemn tribute to the fallen heroes of Washington.
Representing the Appalachian Writers Association right here in Wenatchee Valley is our Miss Appalachian Writers Queen for 2020.
And right behind the Washington State Fallen Heroes Project, we have representing the Appalachian Writers Association and the Wenatchee Valley is Miss Appalachian Writers Queen, Amber Cook. Welcome, Amber. Absolutely beautiful horse upon which she rides down the Stemilt Gore's Grand Parade route right here on Orondo Avenue in downtown Wenatchee.
And you know, it's not always easy to ride a horse down a parade route with all this noise, all the bands. And I remember several years ago, several of the horses got spooked by the different colored brick at the crosswalk. So she looks to have that horse in good stead.
All right, the Grant Olson's out and about. Grant, who do you have now?
Well, you guys, I might have the person with the best smile in this crowd. Xavier is with me right now. And even though you have a Yankee hat on, you have a great smile.
I like the apple blossom. It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool. I like the prizes, the popcorn, and the cotton candy. It's kind of colorful. It's kind of cool. There's not much space here.
It's kind of crowded, Grant.
You know, probably the most honest interview that I've had. I didn't even have to ask him a question. He just went off. Xavier, thank you so much, and your smile is awesome.
Okay.
Well, we don't want to miss the Mariner High School Marching Band as they come by under the direction of Chris Angelos. Let's listen in to the Mariner Marching Band as they stop as soon as I stop talking.
Since 1912, the Royal Rosarians have served.
Senior drum major Annalise Slater, junior drum major Sydney Estes. They participate in parades and events all around. In fact, they're in Anaheim, California in March.
We're glad they're here. Following them, we have our Portland Royal Rosarians, who are representing the Portland Rose Festival. Since 1912, the Royal Rosarians have served as the official greeters and ambassadors of goodwill for Portland, the city of roses. They march today in their traditional white suits and straw hats. Throughout their travels, they plant recognition roses for honored individuals. I have one somewhere. And events, and they spread their message, for you a rose in Portland grows. Their float this year is Prime Minister John Danielson is there, and John was knighted in 2005 under the rose, Mr. Lincoln. And joining their Prime Minister is the president of the Portland Rose Society, Catherine Schock. It was quite an honor to go. I was actually, did you know that I'm Dame Julie? I was knighted.
You're Dame?
I'm a dame, yes.
We should change the intro. Next up, Life Flight Network celebrating 45th anniversary of saving lives. Life Flight has grown, has 900 employees, 28 helicopters, 10 fixed wings, 7 ground helicopters. They don't talk about the little one here.
They don't.
That
it's
they
so
have
cute.
in the parade. Absolutely.
I want to ride in that thing. It's so cute.
I know. Life Flight, thank you.
Yes.
They serve 15 million people of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Their mission, saving lives with the industry-leading care and transport. Life Flight Network, they say, there when you need us.
On your screen now, we have Salvation Army. This is the Wenatchee Salvation Army passenger bus. coming up. And the Salvation Army is currently celebrating 114 years of service to the Wenatchee Valley.
Our broadcast here on the NCW Life Channel brought to you in part by Apple Valley Honda, also by Castle Rock International Real Estate, Confluence Health, JDSA Law, Merry Maids, Mini Blinds and more, Prestige Senior Living at Colonial Vista, Together for Youth, Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center, and Walkabout Grill. And we appreciate their assistance in helping us bring you live coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade here on the NCW Life Channel. Along with Julie Agens Kuntz, I'm Eric Granstrom. Next up down the parade route, another band coming our way. For the first time in decades, Chelan Mountain Goat Marching Band is accompanied by a drill team. Enthusiastic group performing Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone for the Top Gun and John Williams' Raiders March from Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark. Combined unit will also participate in the Manson Apple Blossom Parade and the Chelan Valley Memorial Parade. Welcome the Chelan Mountain Goat Marching Band.
And Ashley Kelly. Welcome, Chelan Mountain Goat Marching Band.
Airport and now Spokane International Airport, 363 days a year. They provide the best service for safe travel throughout the Pacific Northwest with their team of seasoned drivers.
Welcome, Chelan Goat Marching Band. Good to have them down the valley.
And following them, we have the Wenatchee Valley Shuttle, which provides transportation to SeaTac International Airport and now Spokane International Airport 363 days a year. They provide the best service for safe travel throughout the Pacific Northwest with their team of seasoned drivers. So where do you want to go today? They have saved many people trying to get over the passes during the winter to catch their flights out of SeaTac.
We were talking about that. They were in the Les Schwab Classic Chassis Parade last night. And we were talking about the fact that with the reduced flights we have now from Pangbourne to Seattle, it's certainly glad to have their participation here in the Valley and safely transporting folks back and forth to the airport. And now Spokane.
And now Spokane, which is awesome.
Next up, who was sworn into office in 2017, Mike Steele, represents the 12th district.
And politicians, you know, it's an annual tradition that politicians become part of a parade.
Yes, it is.
We have State Representative Mike Steele here, who is a Chelan Valley native. Mike graduated from Manson High School. He serves as the Executive Director of the Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce. We welcome Representative Mike Steele.
Those of you who are watching, the police officer bike team who started the parade are now on their way back up the route, so they must have finished.
So they don't only go downhill, they go uphill too.
Yes. Well, if you love horses, coming next on your screen, we have the Cadre Nayat dancing horses from Eastern Washington. I know I did not say that right, Eric, so you can help fix it up for me since I messed it up.
I think it's Cadre Nayarit.
Nayarit.
And then I could be totally wrong on that, too.
Well, at least we both.
Grant Olson is out and about, and Grant's talking to somebody else. Grant, who do you have now?
Yes, we have Emily with us right now. And Emily, what are you enjoying so far about the parade?
I like the bands.
You like the bands?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Festival.
Still having some problems with your microphone there, Grant. Well, we can see your guest on the screen, but we can't hear him. So sorry about that, Grant. I think this is also part of the Nayarit presentation here, the equestrian presentation.
The dancing horses from Eastern Washington.
You know, I went online last night to try to find more information about this group. Could not find any information. I was just trying to, it says Eastern Washington, but where? And the accompanying music, gotta love that.
You gotta love that. But I love how they can make those dances, those horses dance. Eric, we've got horses for days.
I want to know where they parked all the horse trailers.
I do too. This is phenomenal.
With the staccato steps of those hooves and then the dancing manes on top of it. It's just beautiful to watch.
Beautiful, and those are beautiful horses. Oh my.
I love the sound of the clip-clop on the pavement.
This is outstanding.
My goodness, let's give this big cavalry horses a big round of applause. Wow.
What amazes me too, and my sister was involved in rodeo, and she was a rodeo queen for Cedar Woolley back in the day when we were growing up, and you get all these horses together, and they're animals.
Yes, they.
And they all have different personalities, and they all have good days and bad days.
Yes,
and
they do.
It astounds me that you can have so many animals together like this, and everybody's getting along so far.
Mm-hmm.
So far.
So far.
I think we should give a round of applause to the cleanup crew because they're going to have a lot of work today. You think? Hey, you guys, thank you. The cleanup crew for the dancing horses.
Now, Grant, I know he grew up in Montana. Grant, do you see horses like that in Montana ever?
Here is iFiber Communications is keeping everyone connected with internet.
It's like we lost Grant again. Oh, sorry,
New
Grant.
customers get
We tried.
We did try.
for the first 12 months. No startup
Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington. Their mission is to enhance a person's ability to maintain a life of independence and choice at home. Also by Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, leading provider of organic landscaping supplies for North Central Washington. We appreciate you being part of our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel, tuning in wherever you may be. A lot of folks are watching us on Facebook right now and streaming us on our website at ncwlife.com.
Right now on your screen, you're seeing iFiber Communications. They're keeping everyone connected with internet that is fast, friendly, and affordable. New customers get $20 off a month for the first 12 months. No startup fees, no install fees, no contract.
Color guard directors are Andrea Filer and Shauna Azares.
Another band, Eric.
Under the direction of
I love
Dan
bands.
Nutter, all the way from
Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard. For over 50 years, the award-winning Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Band has been entertaining audiences throughout the Pacific Northwest. Their band drum majors this year, Abby and Fernando. The Color Guard directors are Andrea Filer, Shauna Azares, and the Lansing Marching Band is under the direction of Dan Reuter. Let's listen in as they come by here down Orondo Avenue.
I'm leaving. Okay, let's go. Hello, Canada. Here comes the new Westminster Kayak Festival Association's float with the theme.
Well, thanks for coming over from the west side, being part of the 2023 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, the Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Marching Band.
Their fireworks festival.
Now on your screen, we have from New Westminster, the Kayak Festival Association float, and they are from Canada. We're always happy to have them, the jewel of the city. Kayak Festival organizes community events like the International Parade and Festival and their Fireworks Festival. They truly are a jewel of their city, and they would like to welcome you and come celebrate their 52nd year. which I believe is coming up either next Memorial Day weekend. The New Westminster Hayek Festival Association.
Central Washington chapter. They focus on trails, education, and advocacy promoting mountain
Beautiful
biking,
float.
recreation,
My goodness.
in Central Washington. Along with the
Should we
Wenatchee
try
Valley.
it?
Ornate. Hey, Grant.
Hi there.
You're back.
We're going to talk to the folks from Canada right here. Gavin, how are you doing?
Doing very well, thank you.
Is it always something you look forward to coming to Apple Blossom?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So how long does it take you to prepare a float like that?
A long time.
A lot goes into that, doesn't it?
Yes.
Great to have you guys here.
Thank you for the parade. We love it.
You bet.
All right, thank you much, Grant. Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance is next. Their Central Washington chapter, Trails Education Advocacy, promoting mountain biking recreation in Central Washington. There we have a lot of the mountain bikers, young and old, that are part of our Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. You can find out more about the Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance, by the way, online at the CWEvergreenMTB.org. That's their local chapter here. Their state website, evergreenmtb.org. So find out more about Evergreen Mountain Bike Alliance. More than just riding bikes. They do a lot of trail work here across the great state of Washington.
Yes, and that volunteerism makes a difference. So they really do help keep pick up garbage, pull weeds, do what they can to keep our trails open and clean and nice. Well, coming on your screens now, we have Ballet Soleil Luna from Quincy. They are a nonprofit organization. They're led by group leaders Delaney, Jennifer, and Juliana. Ballet Soleil Luna was created in 2015 and continues to thrive. Their group ranges from 3 years of age to 30.
Their group ranges from 3-year-olds.
You know, I love the fact, too, that Quincy is a city that is growing.
Yes.
If you haven't been there in a while, oh, my gosh. Can't believe the growth happening there. But Quincy also is kind of a community looking for connection, really. They're on the west side of Grant County, and Moses Lake gets a lot of the centricity of Grant County, and Quincy's kind of the afterthought. And we welcome Quincy into the Wenatchee Valley because they feel often close to us.
Yes.
And we know there's a ton of people that work back and forth that travel every day on Highway 28 between Quincy and here.
Serves the 8th District in Congress, including much of
Beautiful dresses.
Yes.
Prior to being elected to Congress, Dr. Schreier served children
And I believe that Quincy has a festival in September. Quincy Consumer Days.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We have Representative Kim Schreier serving the 8th District of Congress, including much of North Central Washington. Welcome, Dr. Schreier.
Yes, happy to have her here today.
Prior to being elected, Dr. Schreier served children and families in the 8th District as a community pediatrician. And she makes a regular visit to the Wenatchee Valley. We appreciate that.
Yes, we do appreciate her giving us some notice.
The public transit provider for Chelan and Douglas counties. Showcased today is one of their 8 award-winning super graphics buses with art depicting regional history.
Link Transit on your screen now. They a provider for Chelan and Douglas County, showcased today as one of their 8 award-winning super graphics buses with art depicting regional history, recreation, industry, and native culture. The services Link provides, too, by the way, to our senior population is fabulous.
Yes.
And to anybody that is struggling with any kind of disability, Link Transit just really picks them up, literally and figuratively.
Yes, they will. And they have been so helpful to our community.
Grant Olson out and about today. Let's see if we get Grant's microphone working once again. Grant?
I don't know. You have me now?
I got you.
Excellent. I have little Fairgore, little man Callahan here. Callahan, are you having fun?
Yeah,
So what do you like the best so far?
the horses.
Everybody likes the horses. There's been lots of them this year, huh?
Yeah.
Have you had some good food, too?
I haven't had any yet.
What? I bet you will later, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Callahan, thanks so much and have fun.
Okay.
Callahan.
Wow.
Love that name.
Well, that is great. On your screen now, we have the Cascade High School Marching Band. They are from Leavenworth, and they are under the direction of Jace Rowland.
All right, here they come. Washington State Autumn Leaf Festival. This is the 60th year.
All right, Eric.
Yes.
Julie, I'm going to get the origins of the chicken dance.
The origin of the chicken dance is downpour. So there was a downpour of rain one night. The only way for the people to keep dry was to chicken dance nonstop all night long, and it became a tradition from then on out.
The chicken dance, a big part of the Autumn Leaf Festival.
We love it.
60th year, by the way, celebrating the Autumn Leaf Festival. A logging town, a railroad town that became a Bavarian town. Our neighbors to the west in Leavenworth.
Yes. Well, if you like to make quilts, and I know my sister-in-law does, the North Central Washington Quilt, I can't even say it, Guild, is our next parade entry. Their guild is made up of people who love to sew from all over the valley to promote, teach, and share quilting arts. They provide quilts and handmade items for multiple charitable organizations throughout the valley, including quilts for the Apple Blossom Festival Chief for a Day program. Anyone is welcome to join. They meet at Pybus Market at the last Wednesday of each month at 6 p.m. Look them up at their website at ncwquilt.org.
Little trivia.
Okay.
The first event ever held in the Town Toyota Center after it was built was a quilt show.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And those are beautiful.
Provides high-quality health care in the Wenatchee Valley.
I know they also provide, I don't know if you mentioned it there, the quilts for the Chief for a Day program, too.
Yes, they do, which is so special.
Mm-hmm. Next up is Columbia Valley Community Health and their Connect mobile unit, providing high-quality health care in the Wenatchee Valley. The Connect mobile unit travels to areas like Rock Island, Orondo, Peshestin, and Malaga to help provide some health screening on the spot.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome.
A lot of technology in that trailer right there.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. You know, and I think that's the first Grand Parade I've ever heard a shout out from Malaga. So here's a shout out to my homeland.
Here we go, baby.
Now on your screens, we have Estrella Farms, their performance team. They are based out of Selah, Washington. These beautiful horses and riders ride in competitions in the Pacific Northwest to include exposition shows, parades, and other events. They are a full-service training team with lessons training and horse boarding in the gorgeous Yakima Valley. Welcome.
Pacific Northwest to include expositions, shows, parades, and other events. They have a full-service training team with lessons, training, and horse boarding in the gorgeous Yakima Valley. Welcome, Estrella Farms Performance Team.
You know, the hairstyle is back with the long flop hair in the front where it's covering your eyes and stuff. And I always wonder how kids see with that. But then I think about it, and these horses have that going on, too. So they see just fine. Cancer Care in North Central Washington is has served cancer patients totally locally supported for 30 years, celebrating 30 years of caring. Welcome, Cancer Care of North Central Washington.
And now on your screen, we have the Kelso Marching Ensemble Band from sanctioned competition marching band that performs at 3 marching competitions every fall. The membership in this marching ensemble is entirely voluntary and is made up of student musicians and dancers at Kelso High School who rehearse entirely outside of school time. Welcome, Kelso High School.
And behind the Kelso Marching Band, we have our own Fred Baer from Fred Meyer Grocery, where you'll always find full, fresh, and friendly service. Welcome, Fred Meyer Baer.
Fred Meyer represented here in the parade today with Fred Baer. You know, I see Fred Bear at Wild games. I see Fred Bear all over the place.
Good job, Fred Bear.
Yeah, getting out and about. Getting out and about, too, is Grant Olson. I think I heard him talking in my ear. Grant?
That's right, Eric, and I have a special guest today, Mr. Jim Dahl, who has seen a lot of these apple blossom. I mean that with love, Jim, but he's seen a lot of apple blossom festivals. You're part of the judge. You have been in the past with these floats. It's a special vibe, apple blossom, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's Wenatchee. What can you say? Yeah.
So what do you think of the floats this year?
We had 15 of them we judged this year. I like the ones we judged that were here this year, although the number is small. They were really put together very well, and there a lot of thought went into it. You could see it, and I placed my vote.
Fantastic. A VIP, Mr. Jim Dahl, Eric and
Well,
Julie.
and we have to mention our parent company here, Localtel Communications, serving North Central Washington for over 40 years for fast, reliable internet with a smile. Call Localtel, and you might even get Mainline Marion on the phone.
There you go. And I want to give a quick shout out to Confluence South Adaptive Cycling Program that went down before Localtel. And now up we have South Kitsap High School Marching Band led by senior drum majors Jasmine Cole and Nick Grams and junior drum majors Belle Michael and Erica Salazar. Please enjoy their music. I always love this band. It is a huge contingency. So please welcome South Kitsap High School Marching Band.
South Kitsap High School Marching Band.
Fantastic. And that is a huge, that stretch for a block.
Yes, that is a large contingency.
Commodores are celebrating over 60 years as a Seafair.
Well, you know, the parade route is paved, but it suddenly has become wet. Seattle Seafair Commodores, led by the 2023 Commandant Joe Gong. The Commodores are celebrating over 60 years at the Seafair Festival Goodwill Ambassadors. They work throughout the year supporting the Seafair Foundation Seafair Scholarship Program for women and community projects. Commodores are proud to be one of the 5 volunteer Seafair families and descend from the original group of community leaders who first dreamed up Seattle's Waterside Festival in the 1940s.
Wow.
And we talk about a float. That literally would float.
That is so true, Eric. Now on your screen we have the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks. They are a professional arena football team established in 2019. You can join them for an exciting and competitive entertaining evening. The Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks.
Did you plan that? You said Skyhawks just as they were honking the horn in concert.
We've had
with
that.
You.
I've been waiting all day for that to happen,
I'm
Eric.
impressed. I am impressed.
I have a few connections left, Eric.
Okay, all right. You can find out more at wvskyhawks.com about our indoor football team. Not many left here in the state of Washington, so we've got one right here in the Wenatchee Valley. And the Skyhawk dance team as well.
Oh, I'm just hearing the Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks are undefeated.
Eric,
yes, sir.
We're going to learn all about the Skyhawks right now.
Hey.
Tell us.
I want to say Eric's got a great haircut, and it's just like mine, and he's an awesome dude. I just want to say thank you. And to all you Wenatchee fans, East Wenatchee, Cashmere, Quincy, come out to our games, all right? We're undefeated at home. The next game is going to be next week, March, where we at, May 13th? So be at the game.
Next Saturday.
That's right. So be there.
Coach Brown's been coaching these boys.
Eric, you're getting a lot of love from the Skyhawks.
My guy over there. And he's got a great haircut. The beard's awesome. I just would say I appreciate him.
Thank you guys so much.
There you go. That's Rico Brown. He is the head coach, and he does a lot of work. That is for sure.
Next up, we have our 2023 Northwest Royal Miss Royalty. These beautiful girls come from all over the Northwest region. Northwest Royal Myth promotes poise, grace, confidence, academics, and community service. Unfortunately, ladies, I don't have any names. So
1910, our Wenatchee Apollo Club Men's Choir is the Valley's longest.
Next up, you've got the Apollo Men's Choir. Are they singing while they're going to parade route? Now, this
Yes,
is,
they
I don't think I've seen this before. Have you?
No.
I mean, like
a choir.
Yeah, a choir. This is a first for me. Founded in 1910, the Wenatchee Apollo Club Men's Choir is the Valley's longest active music ensemble. And Grant's got the microphone in there close.
Okay.
Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning our darkness to dawn.
Now that's a treat.
Oh, that is
that
awesome.
was wonderful.
Perfect, Grant. Thanks for getting the microphone in there. That is awesome. Next up is the Columbia Landing of Wenatchee Memory Care Community that can provide your loved one with specialized care for those dealing with memory impairment.
And right behind them is the Ephrata High School Marching Tiger Band from Ephrata, Washington, performing the Western theme Cheyenne by Mike Story. Here they go.
Deer Park Community Float is titled League of Our Own. Riding this float is Miss Deer Park Elizabeth Fausty and Princess Mackenzie Hayes and Carly Shine.
I see another award-winning entry coming our way. This is the Stemilt Sponsor Award. And this goes to the Deer Park Community Float. Titled League of Our Own. Riding the float is Miss Deer Park Elizabeth Fausty and Princesses Mackenzie Hayes and Carly Shine. The ladies would like to invite you to the Deer Park Settlers Day, July 22nd.
It's kind of a fun little festival.
And a fun float.
Yes.
Coming up after the Deer Park float, Second Ambassador Natalie Gonzalez and her Starburst Princess Giselle Vidal, representing the Miss East Cascade Scholarship Organization, which covers the counties of
Now coming onto your screen, we have our Miss East Cascade Scholarship Organization representative, Second Ambassador Natalie Gonzalez and her Starburst Princess Gazelle Vidal, who are representing the Miss East Cascade Scholarship Organization, which covers the 5 counties of Chelan, Douglas, Grant, Kittitas, and Okanagan, and is the local affiliate for the Miss America opportunity. This is open to young women ages 19 to 28, so why not join them for the next local competition in December?
Water have no effect on it.
This is an interesting entry here. Fibercrete Structural Systems. The new product Fibercrete is a fireproof, very high insulation value, wind resistance to 250 miles an hour, freezing heat, water, no effect on it. Guaranteed 100 years, and the best part is it's cheaper to build than with anything else on the market today. Find out more. Fibercrete. There you go.
Great, that's...
Of
Now on your screen we have Grupo Quilepo. Again, my Spanish, not very good.
You did good.
Okay.
That was good.
4-member Espara, no go. 4-member group playing a mix of cumbia, notino, and ballads. Check them out on their Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok pages.
Grupo Quiloco.
Grupo Quiloco. They have a lot of energy.
All right, now we welcome the Chelan County Fair Ambassadors to the parade, Carolyn Kocher and Jorge Davenport. The theme this year is...
Here come the Chelan County Fair Ambassadors. Carolyn Coker and George Davenport. The theme of this year is Let the Good Times Grow. The fair year is September 7th through the 10th. Cashmere, Chelan County Fair. Don't miss out. Now, Grant Olson is out and about. Grant, where are you now?
I am just up the street, breaking up a little bit.
You're fine. Well, it was fine. Nope. Then it went away. Nope. Sorry, Grant. Oh, gosh.
Marching band. They're proud to make an
Well, we'll
appearance here
move on to the Manson Trojan Marching Band from Manson, Washington. They are proud to make Wenatchee Apple Blossom Grand Parade their annual event. The music that you hear today is completely student-chosen. They hope you enjoy Take On Me, and know the band is led by drum majors Devon Regan, Nancy Farrell, and Ginny Juarez. Please enjoy. Welcome from Manson, Washington, whose Apple Blossom Festival is next weekend.
All right, Eric, you want to try this again?
Sure, let's try it again, Grant.
Well, we have one of the littlest and maybe the best dancers that I've seen, Violet. How are you, Violet?
Yeah.
That might be all you get up, Violet.
I think you scared her, Grant. Manson Apple Blossom Festival, their own Apple Blossom Festival. The theme this year, Luau at the Lake. Festival is held the second weekend of May, as you mentioned, Julie. The Manson Apple Blossom royalty this year is Queen May, Princess Alondra, and Princess Brasida. The royalty is escorted today by Omar Dawson and Blake. Right after the band comes the ladies that represent Manson Apple Blossom Festival.
Yes, and it looks like their float won the Community Sweepstakes Award, so congratulations.
Luau at the Lake. That sounds perfect for Manson.
Really good.
Princess Alana and Princess Rosita. The royalty is escorted today by Omar Dawson and Blake. Welcome, Manson Apple Blossom Festival.
You should mention, too, that Apple Blossom Festival and our parade comes on the front end of the calendar as far as parades and festivals and things like that. So for so many of these people, this is their first parade of the year.
This is the kickoff, especially now that the Daffodil Festival is no longer going, which was in April. So it is pretty exciting, and we get a really good participation because people are very excited.
I think we got Treetop coming down the parade route now. Treetop keeping it real since 1960. Treetop has been delivering products and ingredients that reflect the company's passion, attention to quality service since 1960. With more than 900 growers, many of them right here in our own backyard, Treetop produces wholesome products including top quality juices, sauces, premium ingredients. Welcome, Treetop.
And right behind them we have Pepe Machinery, Ag and Turf. They support the local, state, and federal entities with contracted discounted sales on John Deere mowers, tractors, and utility vehicles, while Scott and Porter help the public consumer with John Deere orchard, crop, and turf equipment. Pepe keeps you moving. You gotta love the front end steam shovel coming down the road. I'm a little jealous. It is so. And that mower, Eric.
I want one.
I kind of want one too.
I'm not going to mow with it. I'm just going to go
play
ride
on
it around.
I know. Okay, that is every little boy's dream, I think.
Oh,
Maybe our little girl too. I know Caroline would love to be riding on that.
Well, and think of all the little boys and girls along the parade route.
Yes.
They're like, I want to do that. Hey, the Washington State Extension Master Gardener Program is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. Public demand for research-based gardening information initiated the development of the program, begun in Pierce County in 1973. It's in 50 states worldwide. Bonnie Orr, the Dirt Diva as we know her and love her, is riding in the convertible with fellow Master Gardener June McCann. Bonnie was in the first class of graduates under the Washington State University training guidelines in 1996. She continues to be active today, teaching community members sustainable gardening skills.
Bonnie Orr is truly the master. She's amazing. And right behind them is the Wahluke Marching Band from a small orchard town. They're proud of their strong and ongoing relationship with their local native Wanapum people. They are performing Poker Face under the direction of their student drum majors, Chris and Harari.
There's Bonnie.
There she is.
You can see Bonnie on the weekends here on the NCWLIFE channel with the Dirt Diva. Listening to the Wahluke Marching Band. Small but mighty.
Small, exactly.
Following Wahluke, it's the Washington State Fair Event Center.
the Washington State Fair Event Center is the largest event center in the state of Washington. The event center produces 5 signature events annually, including the end of summer 20-day Washington State Fair, one of the largest in the country. Coming up June 30th through July 2nd, it's the Taste the Northwest, a food and drink-filled extravaganza. The Washington State Fair, September 1st through the 24th, Oktoberfest Northwest, the state's largest Munich-style celebration in October. They are busy.
Yes, they are.
Years, the Wenatchee Row Paddle Club has enriched.
Next coming up in another first place specialty unit is the Wenatchee Row and Paddle Club. They have enriched the North Central Washington Columbia River with rowing, kayaking, and canoeing recreation. Their Youth on Columbia program, the Voyager Canoe that compromises their float today, has engaged thousands of kids since 2011. Join the Wenatchee Row and Paddle Club today for exhilarating water recreation experiences. And they are a committed group.
Second place in the specialty contribution is Jensen Farms.
So Jensen Farms right behind them is a second place specialty unit. Jensen Farms is where memories grow. Easter egg hunts, Mother's Day weekends, summer barbecues, and date nights, just a few of the events. Axe throwing, throw that in there, literally and figuratively. Lots of all fun with a corn maze, petting zoo, hay rides, Jack's Play Zone, pumpkins straight from the patch, and much more at Jensen Farms.
Now welcome
It's a fun place to
Mega
visit.
Auto Sales. They are located in Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, and Moses Lake.
And on your screen now, you're seeing Mega Auto Sales.
The best value for your trade-in.
They just moved in down the street on Grant Road. There was a former car dealership that was there, and now right on the corner of Grant Road and Sunset Highway, you'll see the Mega lot there. And some, actually, I drive by there every day on my way to work.
There you go.
There's some nice looking wheels in there.
Well, we're happy to have them in the parade today.
Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, leading provider of organic landscaping supplies for North Central Washington. Also by Coldwell Banker Cascade, encouraging you to leave your mark. Coldwell Banker Cascade guiding you home in North Central Washington.
Next up, we have the Aniette Tiger Band. They're back in business after a 4-year hiatus from the Apple Blossom Parade. They bring you a little Uptown Funk, originally recorded by Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars. Aniette Tiger Marching Band and Flag Team.
Amazing to me that a small school like Aniette can put together enough personnel for a band, a marching band. That's amazing.
It really is exceptional.
And color guard. Come on now. Gotta love the Tigers.
Yes.
Fairy tales begin in the spring with visions of Emerald Creek shooting up around the Snowcap Mountain. This floral carriage is from
I see another award winner for our parade, Julie, coming down the road.
Yes, Spirit of the Festival Award. Who's it for, Eric?
Looks like it is the Moxie Hop Fest. Fairy tales begin in spring. Well, just their description here that they provided us. Fairy tales begin in spring with visions of emerald green shooting up around snow-capped mountains. The floral carriage has sprung up from the pumpkin patch and is pulled by a team of white horses with hop vine reins and carries the Queen Abigail, who is a glimmer of spring and escorted by her court of 2 princes, Gabriella and Taylor, adorned in emerald as well. Clouds are rising above the mountains as the sun peeks through 2 ridges. Hops and emblems spin to add movement to the sounds of music.
Wow, we like it.
I like that.
We like it.
Monsters, Monster Love.
Next we have Monster Love. We get our heads into and out of our minds. Monster Love is a community art therapy project by local artist Sarah Haslinger to promote community and togetherness in a fun and upcycled way.
So fun monsters, that's what you're saying?
Yes, fun, yes.
Good monsters.
Good monsters.
Okay. WorkSource is a statewide partnership of state, local, and nonprofit agencies that provides an array of employment and training services to job seekers and employers in Washington State. Welcome, WorkSource.
State Parks and Recreation Commission. Summer is right around the corner, so join us on your next adventure.
After work source, I think we've got the Washington State Parks and Rec Commission here. Summer's right around the corner, and they're looking for folks who want to come to work. 140 locations throughout the state, from camping, fishing, hiking, swimming. Possibilities are endless. Grab a friend and embrace your nature with Washington State Parks and Rec.
And right behind them is the McCleary Bear Festival. They're the 2022-2023 Queen of Bear Festival is Kinsley Morris. Kinsley is a freshman in high school and an active member of the performing arts. Kinsley continues the tradition of community pride and service while acting as an ambassador of the Bear Festival and Goodwill City leader to the city of McCleary. Come celebrate the 64th annual Old-Fashioned Small Town Festival, which takes place on the second weekend of July in McCleary, just west of Olympia. This year's theme is Midsummer Adventures.
And on your screen right now, last but not least, band for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Quincy High School Marching Band performing under the direction of Devin Chandler, celebrating their love for the many hats that high school bands wear, this hat being the marching portion of their year. They are also celebrating that it is the last year in polos and khakis, as full band uniform purchase is underway. Well, how about that? Go Jacks.
And a full band uniform is purchased underway. Go, Quincy Jacks.
Oh, there's some good music, huh?
Here comes our Love of the Valley cleanup crew.
We have the Wenatchee Police Department's VIPs helping again to open roads back up and direct traffic after an awesome Grand Parade. We thank you, VIPs. And
Love the Valley.
Love the Valley. Here comes our Love the Valley cleanup crew. They serve people, places, and projects to make the Wenatchee Valley a better place to live. Please remember to clean up all your trash today and share a smile with someone as you enjoy the festivities. Let's love the Valley together by keeping it clean and ready for the next visitor. How's that?
I love this. They're actually literally cleaning up as they go.
As they go, they're getting out of
trash
yes,
bags, and if anybody's got any extra trash, just toss it in and they'll take care of it for you. Love the Valley and love our festival and love the 2023 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
Yes.
That is a wrap. We're going to take a break and come back and wrap up our broadcast coming up here on the NCWLIFE channel, where it's been brought to you in part by Global Car Care. Your vehicle is their number one priority. Diesels and European cars are their specialty. Pickup and drop off available too. Stop by their website, globalcarcare.net. Back to wrap it up coming up next here on the NCWLIFE channel.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
Bob's Apple Barrel Bark has been supplying bark and landscaping products in north central Washington since 1977. Bob's Apple Barrel Bark is a leader in full-service landscaping products, including gravel, topsoil, and multiple grades and quality of bark and more. Bob's Apple Barrel Bark products are available at 2 convenient locations to serve your needs, Wenatchee and Chelan. Give Bob's Apple Barrel Bark a call today.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
You've been watching live coverage of the 2023 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on our Apple Blossom weekend here on the NCWLIFE channel. And our broadcast brought to you in part by Kennedy Real Estate Group. They're more than selling houses. They're building communities. Buying or selling, call Kennedy Real Estate Group. They're online at kennedygroup.com. Also by Prestige Senior Living at East Wenatchee. At Prestige, their goal is to provide those they serve with the care and opportunities to allow them to live an active, fulfilling life. From independent and assisted living to memory care and skilled nursing care and rehabilitation, Prestige Senior Living, where they celebrate life at every age. Well, Grant, we've had some issues with your microphone today, but it hasn't been for a lack of effort on your part. Did you find anybody to wrap up our broadcast here today?
Everybody's really ready to get out of here. They see me come to them and they just walk away. But you know what, Eric? This parade it's been the best one since pre-COVID. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah. Definitely.
The entries, the horses, the floats. It was just fantastic. And the people out here, I love the smiles, the little kid dancing. It's just that kind of atmosphere here. And what a
Yeah, absolutely, Grant. And I think that we can stop saying we're back to normal because this is the way it should be.
Yes,
That's right.
This is Apple Blossom. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Grant, we appreciate you being here today. And Julie, thank you again for being part of our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Thanks for having
it's been fun to share the day and share another Apple Blossom. It doesn't seem right if you're not here and part of our broadcast.
Thank you. I appreciate that because I love you guys, love your crew. They're awesome. So thank you for always inviting me back.
Speaking of the crew, I got to thank them as well. Thanks to Malcolm Whitehall back in the studios, Tucker Wagner, who's been van producing here, to Dan Kuntz, who's been line producer, as well as been up in the crow's nest for the entire parade.
Oh, there he is.
His legs are shaking, I'm sure. Also, thanks to Josiah Davison and Matthew Ortiz and Tim Brodowski and Carson Sellers and Oliver Codbury, who are all part of our crew that have helped us get things ready to keep it going, and now we'll help tear it down for the next hour or so. And of course, my own parade princess, Marion Granstrom. Thank you, Marion. And nice to have the family here as well. And Julie Agens Kuntz, thank you so much again for helping us with our broadcast here today.
Thank you. I love you, Eric. It's always fun. And you know what? Let's come back next year for the 105th.
Why not do it again?
Let's do it again.
How about that? Thanks for joining us here on the NCWLIFE channel, wherever you may be. Happy Apple Blossom 2023. Have a great weekend, everybody.
This concludes our coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on your official TV station of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington, Bob's Apple Barrel Bark, Coldwell Banker Cascade, Global Car Care, Kennedy Real Estate Group, and Prestige Senior Living at East Wenatchee. For rebroadcast times, go to the program guide on our website, ncwlife.com. We now return you to regular programming already in progress.